Hello and welcome back to Factorio Fixit. My name's Negative Roots and let's get cracking. Today I'm in a very special factory by the one and only Xterminator, who has been kind enough to join me via Skype in the factory today. Say hello.
Hey guys.
So this factory, it's from your Total Depletion playthrough. Tell me a bit about the playthrough and I'll see if I can get familiar with the factory. Oh, thank you, autosave. And we'll go from there. How about that?
Alrighty. Yeah, so I had this idea to start a series where my goal was to deplete every resource patch on the visible map that is revealed by a radar. And to make it more interesting, I gave myself some supplementary goals, one of which was to supply the materials for an imaginary army, and that is why you might see there's like 5,000 rounds of piercing ammo and 100 guns.
Yeah, that was somewhere.
Yeah.
I can't find that now. Okay, so basically a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
A little bit. So,
a little bit.
How's it all been going?
Okay. It's slowed down lately. I mean, to be honest, I haven't found anything else to build to deplete the rest of the resource patches.
Yep.
So that's part of why I have this little outpost up in the top left corner outside the base that's building infinite circuits.
Yep.
To try to do that, but it's quite slow.
Yeah, right, okay. Now, I'm noticing that it seems like you found all the corners and then put them in your base. It's like Spaghetti Central in here. Did you have you ever watched me play this game?
Yeah, you hate corners.
Oh my god!
Apparently,
when I loaded this up, I was like, no, all the no everywhere, and it's just the way I play. Now I noticed you got this like the defense on the left hand side is partly guns, and then lasers. And you've still got the ammo running around. Right.
Pretty much I just never bothered to take it up.
Ah, right, okay. Now, I'm noticing that you have some serious throughput issues with your green circuits. Red circuits seem okay, but the green circuits seem to be struggling. Now,
where are you seeing this?
On the left-hand side of your base, you've got your green circuit factory, and it goes down to your processing units. Hey, dude, it's your base. I'm new here.
Well, I mean, I have multiple things. So.
Ah, okay. So there's the you said you had the green circuits up north.
Right.
Is that right?
Okay. I'm not sending them anywhere, but.
Ah, okay. So they're not being utilized currently.
Correct.
Okay. Well, that kind of gives me an idea. What I'm going to try and do is see if I can correct some of the... oh, okay. That explains why that was doing that. That's no good. Right. How to fix. Oh, okay, I see. So, that's one way of doing things. It seems that your green circuit factory goes in two directions. So it'll go to processing units and then it'll go to the red circuits over to the right. Now, that, I think this can be better fixed because what's happening is that the green circuits on the right hand side are being backed up. Like they're not being utilized enough, whereas the ones on the left are running flat out. So what we'll do is we're going to take this... That's okay, we can take that down. What I'll do is I'll give you a little bit of a different build here that should hopefully sort itself out.
Okay.
Did you have any kind of production goals at all on what you were aiming to get to? Like X circuits per minute or anything like that?
No, not a per minute type thing or anything like that.
So it's just kind of been build as you go and if you need more, get it? Is that kind of
pretty much.
Yeah, okay. That's how I do things. No prior planning involved at all. Now, where did the idea come from for this?
Do you really want to know?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it came from my head, but have you ever seen the movie Independence Day?
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, with Will Smith and
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was just thinking one day, I was daydreaming, and I was thinking about, how the aliens that come and attack, they go to a planet and deplete all its resources and then move on.
Oh, okay.
And I figured, hey, I'm going to do a series like that.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's kind of cool. I can see where the idea comes from.
Yeah.
That was an awesome movie too. Just by the way.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Okay. Now what I'm going to do with your circuit factory is I'm going to take it into one point and then split it from there. What that'll do is it'll mean that both sides of the factories will work evenly. So when one bank or one side needs more, the other can join in and help out.
Okay.
And what are we going to do here? We're going to do something like that. Something like that. One more. Because that, sometimes what I find is that it's not really the build, it's just how the resources flow from there. That is really what's holding things up. Because you've got a nice solid green circuit build, and that's really nice. And then you've got just the way the resources flow outwards from there seems to be the issue.
Okay, right, that makes sense.
So if you can get things to flow nicely, there's power pole in the way. If you can get it to flow nicely, then it means that you don't have to continue building more things. And come up with like a mega factory of doom.
Right.
How long have you been playing Factorio for now?
I can't give you an exact number, but I would say probably close to a year now.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, nowhere near that. I'm probably 9 months I've been playing for.
That's still quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, I got on the scene at the start of... When was that? I think it was the start of the .9 branch is where I actually kind of discovered the game and started playing.
Wow.
I was introduced by way of... who was it? Oh, it was a fellow called the Winter Owl.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've watched his stuff.
Yeah, he's actually a cool YouTuber. Okay, now I've just turned this on, and it's going to hopefully really change the way this factory operates.
Yeah.
So
that'll be nice.
Well, actually, have you got some production numbers on your screen? What's the green circuit's production numbers at the moment for you?
For me, it's looking at, let's say, like a minute. It's about 790 a minute. Okay. Well, I haven't changed the build at all, and it's at 860 and climbing. So just by changing some belt routing in here, what's happening now is when the right bank is full, it just redirects all the circuits to the left bank and via the processing units. Now what I need to do though is I need to sort out your plastic and your circuits. They're all over the shop right now. It's looking like plastic's going to be a bit of an issue as well. So let's get this happening. I'm thinking, don't go there. I'm thinking that what we need is some sort of weird thing going on. How am I going to do it?
Because what I want to do is I'll keep your combination of green circuits and plastic on the one belt. We'll stick with that idea. This doesn't look like the throughput required is that high. So what we need is some way of putting these together. For you, what do you think the best thing in Factorio is? Like, what's the most
That's a tough question.
What's the most fun thing?
I would say, for me, it is either starting over, or actually going and killing biters, which I think most people actually don't like.
I hated it. Like, when I first started playing, I avoided biters like the plague. I was like, no, run away, run away. Because, like, I'd die every time. Every time. I'd just get my butt kicked. And it made me...
I was like that, too.
It made me, like, really paranoid about him. Because then I was like, oh, I don't want to do it, you know, whatever. And
What
then,
is,
yeah, as time goes on and you get better technology, it's not too bad.
Right. What is your favorite part of the game?
Splitters. All the splitters.
Splitters. I'm not surprised by that somehow.
Oh, I think most people would have known that. Okay. Now what I'm doing is I'm just coming up with a different combiner for your... Yeah, okay. So that's all good. Now we'll fix this in here as well. Because yeah, the way the resources flow, it's very important. And I think that splitters are, yeah, just a big help in making that happen.
Yeah. Definitely.
What's been the favourite, do you have like a favourite YouTuber that you like to watch?
For Factorio or just in general?
Factorio first and then in general.
Alright, in general it would be probably a toss-up between Quill18 and Avac.
Oh, okay, yep.
And then Factorio probably... probably Avac. He's the one who I actually found the game through.
Right, okay. I don't think I've ever watched him play Factorio. Is he good?
Fairly. I mean, his only playthrough is from a long time ago, like the .10 versions.
Okay, yep.
Or, no, before that even. But, yeah, I mean, it's quite entertaining.
Well, that's all you want, isn't it? So,
yeah.
It seems like I fixed your green circuits. Up to a point, anyway. And
Perfect.
it's all working a little bit better. If we look at 1 minute production, what have you got?
I have got 820.
I got 1K. And I didn't...
Wow.
I've only changed the belts around. So, there you go. 20% better just by shifting the belts around. And by getting it so that that right-hand side can now feed the processing units. That's where the change was, and where we've just found 20% production without actually having to do anything particularly special. Now, it looks
wow, that's
like...
phenomenal.
Yeah, well, you know, that's why I spend so much time fooling around with the belts. And have you ever... Oh, my Lord, what is this?
Oh, no.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, okay, this is a... Right, okay, now I get it. This is a... yeah, alright. We're not touching that. That's your analog power supply. That's what we'll call that. Now, looking just quickly, it seems that... What's happening here? Okay, is there any reason you're storing up your heavy oil?
My heavy oil?
Mm.
Not on purpose.
Okay.
I guess it just backed up. I was using it like all the way through for a while.
Yep. Okay, because I've just reconnected that to get the that conversion happening again, down from heavy oil into light oil.
Okay.
Is that,
Yeah, I must have forgotten.
that'll help the petroleum kind of issue.
Right.
Well, that's an interesting way of combining things. I like your splitter tricks. Oh, your poor man's splitter. Do it with
Where is
inserters.
this?
Oh, this is
Oh.
in your oil system.
Right.
Now, what
Yeah.
did you find? What problems did you have in the factory? Anything major that you struggled with?
Oh man, I'm trying to think back. This is like a 35-hour save, so I think I had quite a few power problems for quite a while.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of oil problems, which for me is to be expected.
Mm.
And then some throughput issues, but other than that, it actually went quite smoothly.
Yep. It's been okay.
Yeah.
It seems like, for the most part, it's all, you got it down. And after having spent as long as you have in the game, you'd expect that. Actually, something very interesting about the series, like the average level of the factories has improved, like a
Really?
lot. Yeah. Like when I first started, you can go back and you can see it. Like the factories were hopeless. Like, I remember it was in the first 2 or 3, and it was just like this spaghetti fest. And I was like, yeah, wow. So what I, obviously I've been doing this series for 140, I think, or 130 saves now. 100.
Wow.
Well, train. So over the course of that, it's been remarkably improved over time.
That's really interesting that you can actually see it.
Well, the average save now, I don't really have to fix much. Whereas, like, in the start, there was a couple where it was like, I pretty much said, look, complete redesign is what's needed. There's no other way around it. Now, we're struggling with your oil. Seems like you're struggling for crude. So you just need more crude oil. But it looks like you're tapping every single oil point within quite a radius.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't really want to go get any more at this point.
Well, that's okay, so this is light oil. Wait, where does this light oil go? Oh, okay, that's heading that way. That's okay then. I just noticed that you had a pump and I thought it was pumping the wrong way.
Oh, no, that would have been bad.
No. Rookie mistake. Oh, I found your little army supply.
Oh, yeah.
What's up with guns not stacking?
I know, right? I had expected them to, and then I came back and it was like, wait, this whole chest is full? And then I had to add like 4 more.
Yeah. That's that sucks. Now, I'm looking through, like, there's only probably one source of ugliness right now, and that's the inserters for the green science.
Like the actual inserters being made for it?
Yeah, that little belt. Can you?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I wanted to get it on the correct side, and I didn't know how.
Okay, so this is actually something really interesting. Like, it's a bit of a phenomenon where people, when they build a factory, right, they think in one way. So they think left side of the street, right side of the street. Whereas if they reversed it, okay, in their head, it's called Gestalt, they reverse it in their head and go the other way, you get the same effect. So instead of trying to get the inserters onto one side and the belts onto the other, you reverse it and see if that will work any better. So right now, okay, what I've done is I've just reversed what side they're all going to be on. Okay.
Okay.
And it's much nicer now. There's not that ugly U-turn. And you'll have to wait to see the video.
Yeah, because I don't really understand just by explaining. But I mean, I know you switched them, but I'd like to see how.
And it's those. Well, it's the little tweaks that'll gain you an extra couple of percent in the game. And you know, it's funny, right? People will do a build, right? They'll stamp down an assembler. They'll say, okay, well, I want to make transport belt in it, for example. And then they'll build around the assembler. If they find that one of their belts, for example, is too close, okay, say, for example, yeah, their belt is too close, rather than pick up the assembler that they put down, okay, instead of moving it over by one to make it all work, okay, just like that, what they'll do, okay, what they'll do is they'll try and do some sort of craziness with the belts to get it all to work, even though they placed the freaking inserter in the first place that gave them the constraint that they are now trying to work around. It is funny. And every single time I come to it and I think, you know, you're setting your own conditions here. Why don't you change the condition that's giving you grief? Actually, before we go, because we're at 21 minutes, I got one more thing to point out, and I can't believe you did it.
Oh man. Okay.
Pop
I'll
quiz.
brace myself.
Pop quiz. How many copper cable assemblers do you need per red circuit assembler?
Much less than what I'm using. I don't know an exact number. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's alright then. But this is something I haven't actually seen for a little while. It's 1 to 8, actually. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you'd probably need 2 assemblers per side as opposed to 5. But it's, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's overkill.
Right, well, yeah, I did it for symmetry.
Yeah. It looks pretty, you know.
Right.
But I think that's going to finish up the episode. I think that it's a cool factory, Xterminator. I like what you're doing, and
thank you.
It's a good idea. I think that yeah, keep going with it. You're near the rocket defense, are you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I am quite close.
So you'll be pretty much finished this series and looking for another one.
Yeah, exactly.
One with me.
That would be great.
But we'll have to come up with an idea of what we're going to do.
Yeah, something special.
Indeed. All right. I think we'll leave it here. Thank you very much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you in the next factory.